the thing that everyone is feeling today is shock. We all knew that he wasn't very well, but after that triumphant concert, and then this suddenly.
Yeah, it was it was a shock for us. I mean, when I heard yesterday, it couldn't sink in. I thought, it can't be. I only had a text off him the day before. It just seemed unreal, you know, surreal.
Iommi, the legendary guitarist of Black Sabbath, has just experienced a devastating personal tragedy. The news came as a shocking blow. Iommi's lifelong friend and musical brother, Ozzy Osbourne, passed away after a prolonged battle with severe health issues. When Tony received this devastating update, he broke down, overwhelmed with grief. The loss was even more profound as Tony himself continues battling cancer. Tears flowed uncontrollably as Tony felt an irreplaceable part of his life had disappeared forever. Iommi, the creative soul behind Black Sabbath, now found himself feeling profoundly alone. Ozzy's death was not merely the loss of a friend. It was the end of a legendary chapter in rock history. Tony, who had faced immense hardships throughout his career, now had to confront perhaps the most painful moment yet. With Ozzy gone, Tony realized he had no one left who truly understood the depth of his musical journey and the struggles they had shared. Iommi was born on February 19, 1948, in Birmingham, England, into a hard-working, humble Italian family. His father, Giovanni Iommi, worked tirelessly in the steel industry. His mother, Sylvia, was devoted to keeping the family together. Tony's early life was marked by economic hardship. Music was a luxury his family couldn't afford, but Tony's passion for music burned so brightly that nothing could extinguish it. With no money for real guitars, Tony crafted his own from scrap wood and makeshift strings. He taught himself how to play, inspired by the legendary Django Reinhardt, who overcame losing 2 fingers to become a musical icon. However, tragedy struck Tony early in his life when, at the age of 17, he lost 2 fingertips in a horrific factory accident. Tony believed his dreams of becoming a guitarist were shattered forever. Yet, instead of giving up, he created plastic fingertips to replace those he had lost. This extraordinary act of determination and creativity allowed him to continue playing. He lowered his guitar strings, creating a heavier, darker sound that would become the defining style of heavy metal.
Training and trying to do what he can to so he could do this gig, so he could do it. And that's really what he wanted to do. I think he must have had something in his head that said, well, this is going to be it, the last thing I'm ever going to do.
Despite initial skepticism from the music industry, Tony's determination only grew stronger. He formed Black Sabbath in 1968 alongside Ozzy Osbourne, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward. The band's beginnings were tough, performing in small clubs with limited recognition. Tony's leadership, however, guided Black Sabbath toward a unique musical identity. They chose not to follow the traditional rock styles of the time, but instead developed their own heavy, gloomy sound that spoke about societal struggles and personal inner battles. Their breakthrough came in 1970 with the album Paranoid, which included timeless hits like Iron Man, War Pigs, and the title track Paranoid. This album not only changed rock music, but also launched heavy metal into global popularity. Black Sabbath continued their success with albums like Master of Reality and Volume 4, becoming icons in the music world. However, Iommi's life was marked by continuous hardships. In 2012, at the height of his career, Tony received the devastating diagnosis of lymphoma, a severe type of cancer. The news shook him profoundly. Facing aggressive chemotherapy treatments that drained his strength, Tony battled physical and emotional pain daily. Each session left him exhausted, struggling to hold on to his passion for music. Yet, music was the very thing that gave him the strength to endure. Despite his deteriorating health, Tony never abandoned his commitment to Black Sabbath and their fans. Throughout his illness, Tony experienced profound loneliness. Although friends and family supported him, the isolation and physical pain of cancer treatments made the journey unbearable at times. Yet, his close friendship with Ozzy provided crucial emotional support. Ozzy, despite his own struggles, always stood by Tony, offering encouragement and comfort. Their bond was beyond friendship. They were brothers who had faced life's most challenging moments together. However, the darkest day arrived on July 24, 2025, when Tony received the heartbreaking news of Ozzy's death. The loss shattered Tony's spirit, leaving him feeling as if part of his soul had vanished forever. Tony remembered their shared struggles, their humble beginnings, and the journey to global stardom. The memories of their early days, performing tirelessly in Birmingham clubs, flooded back painfully. Tony felt completely alone, knowing no one could fill Ozzy's place in his life. Despite this immense grief, Tony realized the importance of continuing his fight. Black Sabbath's legacy was something he needed to preserve. He understood that music, their shared dream, had to survive beyond their personal tragedies. This realization sparked a sense of resilience within Tony, motivating him to push forward despite the profound loss. Behind Black Sabbath's fame, untold secrets and internal conflicts had long simmered beneath the surface. The band's unity had eroded over time due to differing opinions and personal issues, especially in the final years with Ozzy battling his health problems. Tony himself struggled with his own deteriorating health, further complicating the band's stability. Internal disagreements over musical direction and touring decisions led to increased tension within the group. The final albums, though successful, lacked the innovative spark of earlier years, reflecting the internal discord. Tony, however, chose to keep these conflicts private, protecting the image and legacy of the band he cherished. Yet, the painful reality remained. Black Sabbath was no longer the unified, revolutionary band it once was. Ozzy's death symbolized not just personal loss but the definitive end of an iconic era in rock history. Still, Tony's journey did not end with tragedy. His resilience emerged once more as he overcame critical phases of his illness. Driven by his passion for music and respect for the band's legacy, Tony returned to the stage, determined to complete Black Sabbath's farewell tour. The end. Although physically weakened, Tony's presence on stage became a powerful symbol of endurance and passion. Fans gathered not just to hear music but to witness the inspiring resilience of a living legend. Black Sabbath's final performances became emotional tributes, encapsulating decades of musical innovation and shared struggles. Tony's courage in continuing to perform despite illness and grief inspired countless fans worldwide. Even after the tour, Tony remained active, composing new songs and participating in musical projects that reflected his profound experiences. Songs like God is Dead and End of the Beginning became more than just music, they became anthems of resilience, capturing the essence of Tony's life journey. Tony Iommi's story is one of extraordinary resilience and dedication. Despite immense personal loss and physical hardships, he continues to inspire through his unwavering commitment to music. His legacy with Black Sabbath remains unmatched, a testament to the power of passion and perseverance. Tony's journey reminds us all that even in the face of the darkest tragedies, the human spirit can triumph through courage and dedication. Tony Iommi, a living legend, will forever be remembered as the heart and soul of Black Sabbath, an artist who never allowed life's challenges to extinguish his passion for music. Tony Iommi, through every hardship and tragedy, symbolizes the essence of determination and passion. His enduring spirit resonates deeply, not only within the music community but among anyone facing seemingly insurmountable challenges. Throughout his career, Tony overcame physical disabilities, financial difficulties, industry skepticism, and personal loss. Each obstacle, rather than breaking him, made him stronger and more dedicated to his craft. After Black Sabbath's farewell tour, Tony remained devoted to music, continuing to compose and inspire a new generation of musicians. Despite health setbacks, he contributed to various musical projects, showcasing his creativity and passion. Tony became not just a legendary guitarist, but also a mentor and source of inspiration to countless young artists aspiring to carve their paths in music. The legacy Tony and Ozzy built together in Black Sabbath lives on. Their groundbreaking music transformed rock and gave birth to heavy metal, leaving an indelible mark on music history. Albums like Paranoid, Master of Reality, and Volume 4 continue to influence artists around the globe, testament to the enduring power of their innovative sound. Reflecting on his journey, Tony often emphasizes the power of perseverance. His life exemplifies the idea that no matter how daunting challenges may seem, one can overcome them with determination, creativity, and resilience. Tony Lommi's personal story serves as a powerful reminder of human strength and the ability to turn adversity into triumph. Today, Tony remains a living testament to the strength of the human spirit. His music continues to inspire, and his story encourages others facing struggles to persist and believe in their potential. His journey teaches us that hardships, no matter how painful, can be opportunities for profound growth and remarkable achievements. As fans continue to celebrate Tony's legacy, his music and life story will forever resonate as symbols of hope and resilience. Tony Lommi's impact extends beyond music. He represents the enduring power of passion and the incredible strength found within the human heart.